Joining me now is Marina Cornwall, a record-breaking powerlifter from Southampton. She's just got back from the Commonwealth Games in Vancouver, where she won 5 gold medals. Yes, 5. I mean, congratulations.
Thanks, Charlotte.
How does it feel, and how did you do it?
Well, I just lifted the weight that I needed to lift at the time, and it feels absolutely phenomenal to not only win 5 gold medals, but to break a world record as well. I'm very excited about what I've achieved.
So tell us about the world record. Tell us about what it was, what it is.
Well, the powerlifting consists of 3 lifts, which is your squat, bench press, and the deadlift. And the deadlift is the final lift, and we pull the weight from the floor up to just past our knees, and that's the deadlift. So that was the world record at 123 kilos, and I weighed in at 45 kilos, so it's nearly 3 times my body weight.
I was going to say, yeah, because people often, we were saying, have quite a stereotype that, you know, powerlifters and kind of bodybuilders are going to be these huge people, but you're quite small. You're even smaller than I am, and I'm quite small as well.
Indeed, yes, yes.
So you weigh 45 kilos and you can lift 123.
Yes.
That is amazing. Yeah. How did you get into this?
Well, initially, I'm a professional bodybuilder, and I was training for the Gladiators as a contender years ago, the first series, and so I had to go to a gym which had ropes and monkey bars and all the equipment that I needed for gladiator training. And it was there that Don Styler, who has his own physical training centre in Gosport, suggested that I had to go at bodybuilding, and I said, "What, me? I'm tiny. I'm way too small for a bodybuilder." He said, "No, I think you'll do really well." So I really excelled well in bodybuilding. I got my pro card in 2005, and then I've been powerlifting for the last 4 years. So I've been doing both sports.
But so, just for someone who doesn't know, can you just explain the kind of difference between bodybuilding and powerlifting? What really is the difference?
Yes, certainly. The bodybuilding is more, I guess, sculpture in your body, just like Jodie Marsh did. She transformed from being a pastry model to a bodybuilder, and a lot of people saw that series and the transformation. So the bodybuilding is more about your physique, and the judges are looking for definition, muscularity, and symmetry, and so you're judged on that. Whereas the powerlifting, we are you either lift the weight, you don't. So in my mind, it's a fairer sport because it's just like running from A to B. You either get in there at the fastest possible time. It's more a fair sport, whereas the bodybuilding is subjected to somebody's opinion.
And are people ever surprised when you tell them kind of how into bodybuilding and powerlifting you are?
Yes, I think firstly they look at me and they don't actually think I look like either one of those sports. I think they think I look more like a runner. And so when people see how much I lift in the gym, they're always amazed, particularly the men, I think, because they think, oh my God, she's tiny, she's lifting all that weight. So. And I think within a predominantly male environment, it's quite nice to see women lift weights, and it's not frowned upon now. And we're seeing more and more women in the free weights area. So that's kind of quite nice that women are not so fearful lifting weights, because you don't need to look like a man.
No. And have you ever, I mean, you were saying there that sometimes, you can kind of surprise men. Have you ever kind of had a sort of extraordinary scenario in the gym where they've said, why are you trying to lift that? And then you've taken them aback?
I think it's more that in the gym, guys tend to have respect for you because they see you training hard, and it's more respect more than anything. I think the funniest thing is if I go to a party or something, you'll get a guy that will want to arm wrestle you for some reason, and I don't know why a man would want to be beaten by a woman, but it's more that sort of thing, the scenario that you come across, rather than in a gym environment. It's more in a social environment that you might get somebody say something very funny.
And what kind of person does it take, or what kind of skills does it take to be a powerlifter?
you definitely need determination and focus. That you're going to be going into the gym maybe 5 or 6 times a week, that you're going to be focused on what you want to achieve. I personally like to have competitions to train towards, because it gives me that discipline, and I like targets, and I try as a personal trainer to encourage my clients to have something to look forward to training towards, whether it's a 5K run or Tough Mudder or something like that, because it gives them direction in the gym, and I think everybody needs that, particularly myself, and I just like those goals for myself.
And I mean, you've come amazingly far in 4 years. You've broken kind of a lot of records. You're #1 in the world, #1 in the Commonwealth. I mean, it's just, the list goes on, Marina. Yeah. What next?
Well, I would like to, last year I won Sports Personality of the Year for all my achievements, and I'd like to achieve that again this year, because I have had a phenomenal year, winning not only World, British and European Powerlifting Championships, but just having come back from the Commonwealth and won another 5 gold medals and broke a world record. So I'd like to think that I stand a good chance of winning it again.
Marina, thank you so much for coming in. Congratulations, and best of luck for your forthcoming competitions in the next year.
Thank you so much, Charlotte.